what I want to say is my statement would be for you question mark statement. Why is this the worst performance by a coach for the Mexican national team?
This
ever?
is undoubtedly
In the World Cup.
the worst performance. Both from
It's by a coach, right? Is it by a coach or by the team?
I go 70 coach, 30 team. I think that this team, today they had so much to offer and so much heart and so much game, but that did not happen in the last two games.
No,
So I'm
it did not.
like, is it the team or like
Well, then-
the poor formation that we got brought up? Like,
So that begs the question: if this is a team that the last two games didn't do the same thing, like what happened the last two games? How come they couldn't play the way they played today?
well, this is why being a Mexican is just not a good thing, but it's the best thing.
Which part?
I don't. The fact that I have no way to explain what happened in the last two games.
That's the coach part.
Like-
to me, once again, I go back to the statement.
Like we
It's
should have
just-
scored at least one goal against Poland. We should have
Yes.
just like
Why?
if
though?
I was playing against,
Why? Because
because it's the first game, man.
yeah.
how
And
did-
why didn't they? Because I think they had the players to do so. The right players weren't in there.
the formation
We're not in there at the right time. Or in the right place, perhaps.
I think it's the Mexican side effect. Because, like, first game, let's kind of keep it back, let's still attack.
I can
let's
see
keep
that.
it chill.
I can see
Let's
that.
not. But and of course, I am no professional player and would have never made it. But if I would have played against Argentina, I would have just come at
them.
Just like
Even just as a player, think
Just-
about you said it yourself. We played menace. We played pretty decent competitive soccer, as competitive as it could possibly be in the U.S. as kids, right? Would
Yeah.
you agree? Obviously, we're in Iowa, so maybe not as competitive. But think about that. How competitive we were. Obviously, we weren't playing for anything. But this guys, which I would hope that they are just as competitive, playing a FIFA World Cup, best of the best, that they would want to play that competitively against Argentina. You would think,
I mean,
right?
you only get one chance to play against these people, and
Exactly.
I would have
Once in a lifetime game of like,
I would not, and once again, who are we to say this? But I would have not backed down.
exactly.
I would've just
so then okay,
got
so
them.
Let's digress, or let's go back a little bit.
90 minutes, just 90 minutes.
The point of this was that so then why didn't they do that? It's coach. It was coach's direction. The coach said, let's line up with 5 in the back and just wait, and we'll try to play counter. But guess what? Well, okay, who's playing on counter?
Nobody.
Chucky?
I
Who was in the middle, by the way, in that game?
told you there's nobody in the middle. That's why
There was nobody in the middle.
there's literally nobody in the middle.
Okay, so
That made no fucking sense. That was like the
Yeah.
shittiest.
who's your holdup guy? Who's your number
Damn it.
9? Was there another one? Who's the number 9? There is no number 9. And
There was no
then
nine.
you decide to put him in. You decide to put him in with the last 20 minutes, remaining.
I don't know what they took Harry out. Whatever.
So once again, I go back to my opening statement, which is to me this is the worst performance by a coach
This is
for the
undoubtedly
Mexican national
the
team
worst.
ever. Worst decisions, worst lineups, worst everything. Once again, and we were not expecting much from this team, but as the games went on, we're like, wait a minute. After that first game, the team doesn't look too bad.
I don't even know how this coach who picks. I asked you the other day, like, who picks the coach?
We talked about, and I told you, I don't know how, but Tata Martino had won the MLS Cup with Atlanta United.
Dude, I can win the MLS
And-
Cup with just myself. Like,
Wow, okay. Carlos Vela did. You're not Carlos Vela, okay?
don't-
Coach's review. If you had to rate the coach's performance from 1 through 10, what would you rate him and why? You know my opinion. I want to hear yours.
out of 10,
Yeah, just make it easy. 1 to 10. From
they
1 to
like-
10, what would you rate his performance? Coaches, not
4.5.
his decision making, his managing of the team. You know what?
4.5. And
4.5,
I never
exactly.
go lower than like 6 for
Yeah.
things. But like,
Because usually it's not the coach's fault. Like that bad.
yeah, but there was
Like
no,
that bad.
there was no leadership as a coach. There was no presence. There was no heart. There was no like, okay,
He-
like
the right tools. Because okay, you're right. They were
There was
limited in
this-
tools. There wasn't a lot of tools. I mean, players. There wasn't a lot of like options. But they had some decent quality players, and you know,
you can use that.
and to top it off, you know, they were playing hard, which counts for almost double, right? Effort.
And like I said, yeah, exactly. And that's why like I am quite sad. I already cried myself. Nobody got to see that. But
He drank
today
himself,
Mexico,
yeah, just-
like that's the Mexico I fucking
Yeah.
want to see. Oh,
That's right.
God damn it.
That's right. That was very. I mean, okay. Other people are gonna say, okay, well, this was Saudi Arabia. Like, okay, fine, but they just beat Argentina.
They beat Argentina.
In
And like that game was sick. Like
It was
like,
a good-
Saudi
yes.
Arabia came so hard.
dude, and
That-
tell me why.
They came so hard.
You saw the Argentina Mexico game, right?
And did we own? Yeah,
Right?
we own. Did we own? Not own. This maybe not the right term. We went so hard this game today.
They played very well.
I don't know
Yes.
how we didn't score one more.
It should have been at least one more. It should have been almost two more.
It should have been 2 more.
It should have been like a 4-0.
Yeah, it should have been
Honest to
4-0
God.
today.
I mean, the last goal was actually okay by Saudi. But, I mean,
It's
4-1. 4-1 realistically.
This is something
That well.
about our people that we like to show up to certain things. That was 10 minutes.
That was it, but we're gonna wrap this up. We're almost there.
I don't know how we doing. Like we. How do we pick which games we show up to, or what things we show
I'm
up
telling
to?
you, it has to come down to the coach. Do you okay?
I agree.
Maybe it sounds simple. Maybe it is the players that also should maybe. But here's the thing. Ultimately, and I want to know. Here's a question for maybe people know and they can tell us in the comments or something. But ultimately, the lineup is down to the coach. The players don't pick them. The players don't pick who plays. The coach picks who plays. And he picks their lineup, and he picks their strategy.
This lineup should have been the lineup for every game.
Yes, with those players in there.
Like literally, and I know I talked shit that I was like, I want Ache and we're not to be there.
Yeah,
No, did not need them.
yeah. It was
Everything was
Henry
great.
Martin.
That's why I was worried.
And
Like,
who
do
was
we
the
make
other guy that
serious?
we just learned his name?
Chavez? No. I mean midfield.
Yeah,
And the one with the nasty free kicks.
yeah. The one with the nasty free kicks.
Chavez.
I'm blanking on it. See, that's how much we didn't know about this team. We don't know any other players hardly. Besides, obviously he met.
Well, I would expect the coach to know them. You're gonna give this Chavez guy one game, and then he's gonna be like this.
He was such a monster. This
Like,
Henry
dude,
guy too.
Dude, like
They were playing with so much heart.
They were.
And they were running the whole match. It was
Like-
insane. Night and day from the game against Argentina.
absolutely, God, that
Dude,
game was so
honestly,
ugly. That game was so ugly. It was
You
so
put those two guys.
cringy to watch.
Well, okay, overall they were. Los dos equipos, they were just playing. They were hitting each other, weren't they? It was kind of
Yeah,
on
but
both
we're-
sides. They were just kicking at each other, like bro. That thing.
Oh no, they were
First half.
definitely.
That first half was the choppiest.
Yeah, but we were like,
Filthiest, just not non-soccer and a lot of diving, and that was really bad.
yeah, but we needed like we could have scored one more goal. There's no way
Here's the thing, though.
we could not have scored one more goal.
If you watch that game, towards even in the beginning of the second half,
God damn it, Mexico.
you look at some of those Argentinian players' faces and their eyes when it's still 0-0, and some of them are just nervous because they know if Mexico gets one goal,
So
their confidence is so shot coming from us. Can you think about how big of a failure that would be for a country like Argentina to
Lose to
not make
Mexico?
it after it was just hyped up to be a winner, a contender, a favorite from a 38 winning streak? Do you realize how big of a freaking just failure? Almost as big as Brazil is in 7-1, I think. just even if it wasn't a 7-1, but they were knocked out in the group stage, that big. It's a scandal.
I don't understand how we.
I hope I don't get like, what is that? When you get canceled. I hope I don't get canceled for saying this, but I have a feeling Tata got paid off by the Argentinian Federation or something.
I mean, show you the meme. Got it.
All right, well, how do we close this out?
Mexico sucks.
We got 4 more years. We'll do it all over again. We're gonna get our hopes up all over again, and we might actually be at the stadium. So who knows?
Yeah, actually,
right?
That is a goal.
Yeah, dude. We're gonna go fucking actually watch it. We're gonna cry our eyes out. Here's the.
We'll do a.
We're gonna
cuss.
Yeah.
What do you say?
So. Shit.
Shit. But we'll shoot a podcast from the stadium.
Yeah.
And
Boom. All right. That's it. I think.